Alright gang, so what we have here is a Powers milk cooler, and we're going to replace the condenser fan, burned out. So we're going to pop this condenser, slide it out, remove the fan, and then put a new motor in, clean up the blade, and go from there. This is a 134A unit. It's an older Powers milk cooler. Probably got another maybe 2-3 years of life left in it, so I'm going to put this fan in and we'll continue from there. Alright, so you got a bolt here, bolt in the back, and you got one right here. You should only have to take those 3 out, and this whole unit will slide towards us through the back. Alright, so we just about got all 3 screws out here, and then the next thing is going to be your temp control up there that has to be removed so that this whole unit slides out as one. Once we get that, we'll slide everything out and replace the motor. So we're going to drop the temp control, and then you have the plug right here, which is 1/4 inch too. There should be a 1/4 inch drive in the back here.
See it?
Yeah. See it?
Yeah.
Alright, so all the screws are out. Temp control and the cord is off the top here, and this should slide right out, just like so. Now, be careful of your line sets here. So that's what we're trying to get to, is the actual condenser fan motor.
We'll take this off.
So we'll take this screen off and remove the motor and fan, clean it up, and put our new one in. We're going to replace it with a, I believe it's a 9 watt, but this actually may be a 6 watt. It looks a little smaller than the one we have. Alright guys, so you got your 2 bolts holding the fan on, so the fan bracket. So you got 2 on each side, 7/16 I believe they are. Remove them and this whole thing comes right out. Alright, so all the brackets loose, all the bolts are out, and just going to remove that. There it is. Alright, so we're just putting the new motor on the old bracket, 1/4 inch drives. So just get all 4 of your bolts back, and then going to sit right back in there like it was, and then we're going to clean the old fan off. Alright, so with the fan out, do a light check. We always do a light check on the condenser, and the light's on. You can't see no light really coming through here. So that's pretty bad. So while the fan's out, what we're going to do, we're going to hit this with nitrogen, blow this condenser out, because it's 100% clogged. That's probably why the old fan actually burned out, couldn't move no air, and you had all that resistance on it. So we're going to blow it out. Okay. Get that in there. got the blade and the motor in, and we're just going to just spin it, make sure we're not hitting anything. And then got your wires all tied up right here. Got our blue connectors crimped. Good to go. So it was that easy. And then we're just going to slide this whole thing right back in like that when we get done here. Alright guys, so wires tied up, temp control back in, plug unit, spin the fan, make sure that's free, because you're putting it in there, things could bend, you could be hitting the wall. Everything else looks pretty good, so we're gonna fire that up for a second, see if this thing comes on. There you go. Back in business. Not too bad. So, just so you know how we do it, we get milk crates, stick this whole body up on milk crates, so we're not working on that floor here. So, little tip there. Works pretty good for us. But that's it. So this thing will get another year or two out of it before they have to get a new one. The body and the, I mean, if you see all this rust here, the front's like that too. It's kind of just basically rotting away, but it was a good unit, lasted a long time. So one more thing, make sure you put your Armaflex back on. You got your cap tube right here, which if that's leaning against there, you get that vibration, and then it rubs a hole through that, and then you got a leak. So just make sure you get all your insulation back on the suction side. Let it run for a little bit. We're going to test the cold walls, because that's what this has inside our cold walls.